Hello everyone, this is Paz from FlexiPage. In this video, I will show you how to create PDF documents with your Fibery data. So I have an invoice table here, and you can see it has a name field. It is connected to a single client, and it has a bunch of line items. We will see how to map these line items into table rows as well. And this is our document field where the generated document will get stored, and the state field will be used to trigger the automation. So let's just take a look at the line items once. This line item is often called as junction table as well. So what it does is that for an invoice, it maps a single product that you have with multiple and associated with the multiple quantities. And then you can have a total calculated for it. So this is our line item setup. And our equipment table is just a bunch of 5 or 6 products that we have. So let's see how to create documents for this. So head over to FlexiPage. Make sure you have your Fibery account connected. It's easy to connect it. You just have to copy paste your workspace URL and make sure that you only paste just the URL or just the domain of your workspace. And to generate API keys, you can go to settings, click on API keys, click on generate API key. This will give you a key and you can just paste it here. And that's it, your Fibery account is now connected. So let's go ahead and create a new document. Choose data platform as Fibery and create document. We will be creating document from our invoice space here. I'm going to choose invoice and then create document. So in this editor, you can see at the top you have a toolbar with some standard formatting options, and on the right side you have a properties panel which often combines your Fibery connection information along with some CSS properties. So I'm just gonna change the document title here, Fibery invoice. It's very easy to bring in fields from Fibery here. You just have to type add and that's it. So this is our invoice name here. You can save it and preview this. You can see that the preview always comes from your first entity in Fibery. Let's see that. So yeah, we got that correctly. So let's create a quick invoice. You can add your brand logo image here. Just gonna add FlexiPage image. Oops. Add some typers. State, something. Okay, let's bring our client information here. We also need to add our invoice number here. I'm just gonna add invoice number, and so client, as you can see, it's a relation field, but you can easily access the values from your relation field. You can type client, and you can choose fields within the client's table here. You can access multi-level data. You want to select client name and client email and client address. Okay, let's just see if it works properly. Yes, it is fetching all the information. So let's list out all the line items here. Listing out line items is also very easy. You can choose this component. You can type / to access components, and you can choose this component called dynamic table, and you can directly select which relation field you want to convert it into table rows. So in here I'm going to choose equipment name, equipment quantity, unit price, and total price. And that's it. And it always adds the space name, so you can remove it if you want. Just going to quickly remove all this. That's it. You can preview this. Yeah. So we have 4 line items and we have 4 table rows here. And you can see that the prices are not formatted properly, and you can easily fix that. You can click on any variable and you can apply datetime or number formatting. Number formatting, I'm going to choose currency formatting. If you want currency to be in your locale, what you can do is that you can click anywhere outside the document and you can change your locale here. So dates and currency symbols will be adjusted automatically. And here I'm also going to change the number format. Nice. Can preview once. Great. You can also add more columns if you want here. If you hover over the table, you can see multiple options here. You can rearrange columns, and then you can insert columns before and after. You can even hide a column conditionally. For example, if you have a discount column and you don't have any discounts, you can just hide that. And then you can have sorting and filtering here. Sorting you can add, saying that so whichever is the most valuable that comes first. So for example, you're going to say unit price, and you can see that most valuable thing comes up. You can also add dynamic images. I'm just going to show you a quick one for you. So in my line items table, what I have here is a equipment image. Unfortunately, Fibery does not have lookup fields for files, so you cannot add images in equipment and just refer it here. You have to add it here. You can quickly create an automation for it just to copy it and paste it here and generate the PDF document and then delete it later if you want it more optimized. But I'm just going to, I've just added some static images here. So what you can do is that you can click on this image and on the right side, you can change, you can select a lookup field for it. Sorry, a files field. So we have equipment image here. You can save it and you can preview it. And you can see that images are getting populated. And if you click on table, you can see that the properties panel changes and you can adjust some CSS properties here. For example, you can change the border style, you can change border color, you can adjust the padding. Okay. So I'm going to add a total field here. So total. If you type add, you can access the total field here. Note that you will be able to access fields. So this table is connected to line item groups or database. So in the first row, you can access fields from line items, and rest anywhere you can access fields from the invoice table itself. Okay, so we have added a currency total, and I'll just format it. Then you can add some terms and conditions if you want. Just gonna copy it and paste again. You can also adjust the colors and the font size. Make it look neater. Yeah. Okay, so we have a decent document ready. You can even format it to look a bit better. For example, you can change the colors of this one. You can also put these things side by side if you want. For example, you can use columns. I use columns and copy paste. Right alignment on this. You can remove the border, adjust the padding, looks aligned. Okay, great. Now let's see how to automate this inside Fibery. Fibery. Go to invoice. So the automation should look like this. Whenever the state changes from draft to sent, we are going to generate the invoice document and store it here. So it's pretty easy. You can click on this icon. It's called automation instructions, and you can just copy this code. Okay, before doing that, make sure you have set up delivery. You can add a delivery option. You just say that upload to this field and select your file field for it and save this. And now you can copy the code and go to automation rules. Add a new automation rule. Invoice generator. And whenever an invoice gets updated, that is a state is sent. Okay, then run the script. You can remove the script and paste the script that you copied from FlexiPage, and that's it. Save this automation, then go to invoice, and if you change the state from draft to sent, the automation should run, and there we go. We got an invoice document. Also try that for the second one. A couple more things that I wanted to say. If you want the generated PDF title to be different or based on the name, you can just select the name here. That should work fine. And one more, we have a purchase order number here. So I will demonstrate the use case of conditional blocks on FlexiPage. So for example, we want to show this purchase order number only if it is available. So we're gonna choose conditional block. You just type slash and add a conditional block here. And then I'm gonna add my PO number here. What you can do is that you can set a condition saying that show this condition only if purchase order is not empty. The condition state. Okay, we have made a couple of changes here. One is setting the PDF title. Another one is adding a conditional block. Let's see if these changes are getting reflected here. I'm going to change the page again. Yep, as you can see that the file name has been changed to the name of the invoice itself, and it should contain a purchase order as well. Yep, we have a purchase order. And if we do it for the second entity, we should see that the purchase order should be empty. Yep, and the rest of all the information are present. So there is a bit of an empty space here. That's because it's right. It's a bit of an empty space because this false block in conditional block has an empty paragraph. So what you can do is that you can just say that hide on conditional false, in which case the paragraph will be removed, and this will work just fine. Alright, thanks for watching. So this is how you can generate any sort of PDF documents. You can do much more actually. You can upload background images. It is ideal for creating certificates, and if you have any letterheads, etc., you can add headers and footers with page numbers. You can add your brand logo, page numbers, etc. So yeah, this is how you can generate PDF documents with your Fibery data. Let me know if you have any questions. You can reach out to me by clicking on the contact support icon here, or you can just email me. That you can find the email here as well, pass@flexipage.app. And when you sign up, you will also get a link to book a meeting. So yeah, thanks for watching.